Alright guys, this is kind of our level 2 video for parallel and perpendicular. And we learned in the last video that parallel lines are two lines that never cross. They look like this. And we learned that perpendicular lines are two lines that do cross like this and make a 90-degree angle. And so we learned all these different things about parallel lines have the same slope, perpendicular lines have the opposite slope. So we're going to be looking at problems, kind of some examples. So here is our first example all laid out for us. It says, example 1, write an equation of a line parallel to y equals 2x minus 6. So you should write this down, guys. You should write it down. Write an equation of a line parallel to y equals 2x minus 6 and passing through 4, 7. And passing through 4, 7. So, here's what I noticed. I have a rule, y equals 2x minus 6, and I want to write an equation parallel to this. So the most important thing is the slope. The slope is 2. And parallel lines have same slope. So my next rule that I'm going to write is going to have to be a y equals 2x rule. But the plus b, I don't know. I don't know the y-intercept. Here's what I do know. It's got to pass through 4, 7. So what I'm going to do is bubble the x and y. I'm going to bubble x and y and substitute in 4 for the x, 7 for the y. Do some substitution. This is an x and a y value on the graph. So I'm going to put the x number 4 here and the y value 7 here. And I'm going to solve this. It's really going to look like this. 7 equals 2 times 4 plus b. That's what it's going to turn into. I copy the rest of the problem but put 7 and 4 in there. So I have 7 equals 2 times 4, which is 8, plus b. And I'm going to solve. I'm going to flip the 8 over to a negative 8 and get b equals 7 minus 8. And 7 minus 8 is negative 1. A lot of people think they're done. After doing all this work, a lot of kids will circle this and say, hey, I got my answer, b equals negative 1. But in reality, you should go back and read the question. What did it say? Write an equation of a line. This is not an equation of a line. We want to write a y equals. So we remembered it was y equals 2x plus b, but now the b is negative 1, so it's y equals 2x minus 1. And that line is parallel to this line. They have the same slope, 2x and 2x. They just start at negative 6 and negative 1. There's my answer. So now take a look at this next example. Example number 2. Write an equation of a line perpendicular to y equals 3x minus 6. So again, you want to write this down. Write an equation of a line perpendicular to y equals 3x minus 6. And passing through 9, 5. Passing through 9, 5. So perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular means opposite slope. So in this problem, my slope, that's what m stands for, is slope, is equal to 3. But I want opposite slope. So 3, this means on the graph you're going to go up 3 over 1. 3 over 1. So opposite slope is going to turn into a negative, and it's going to flip this thing over. It's going to be slope equals negative 1 over 3. That's opposite slope, where you flip it over. So negative 1 over 3. So I'm going to have a y equals negative 1 over 3x rule, plus something, plus b. I don't know what the something is. And to figure out the plus something, the plus b, that's where these come into play. X is 9. Y is 5. This is an xy value. So I'm going to bubble the x and y, and I'm going to substitute in for these values, these numbers. I'm going to put a 9 where the x is, and I'm going to put a 5 where the y is. And then I'm going to go ahead and solve. So 5 equals negative 1/3 times 9 plus b. And remember what you do with a fraction. You always multiply the top number. So 9 times 1. So 5 equals negative 1 times 9 is negative 9 over 3 plus b. And then because fractions mean division in math, this means 9 divided by 3, negative 9 divided by 3. So this is 5 equals negative 3 plus b. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then to solve, add the 3 to the other side, flip it over to a plus 3, and 5 plus 3 is 8. So I get 8 equals b. Remember, that's not your final answer. It said to write an equation of a line. So my final answer is the rule. Y equals negative 1/3 x, remember it was the opposite slope, plus, we just found the b is 8. So y equals negative 1/3 x plus 8. That's my final answer. So hopefully that helps a little bit.